welcome. I'm Rob Robinson with Awaken Haunted Attraction.
Brian McVeigh.
And welcome to a new season.
Yes, 2018-19.
And this is our first podcast of the year. Welcome to Awaken After Hours. And we're going to talk a little bit about the upcoming season.
Right.
So, first thing, we open September 29th this year, Saturday. Just a one-night to start the season off. Before then, the following week, we're open Friday, Saturday with our first guest.
Yeah.
And you want to talk a little bit about our first guest who's going to be appearing on October 6th.
Yeah.
We're very excited about him.
Yeah, we're going to have Eric Ross. He is a magician.
Sideshow performer.
Yeah, extraordinaire. Does amazing stuff. Does some touring, all kinds of cool stuff. So we'll get into that later. And yeah, he's going to be appearing 3 nights.
I do feel that that magician's a little like he's more than that, because he's the few things I've seen has been pretty incredible, and I'm looking forward to seeing him perform them in person. So
yeah, I think he's some sort of mystical, like god type guy.
A wizard,
or something.
right?
A wizard, maybe. Possibly, could be. I don't know.
So that's he starts on the 6th of October, and then after the 6th, our big weekend. I will say that Eric Ross is back on the 13th.
Saturday the 13th?
Saturday the 13th.
Right.
But that kicks off the main part of our season that week. I think it's the 11th, which is that Thursday we're open.
It's the, well, we are open, yes, we're open the 11th, and then the 12th, 13th, 14th is the...
our big headliner of the season, which is Kane Hodder from Friday the 13th fame.
Yep, and Hatchet movies, all kinds of stuff. So that's going to be really cool to have him out. And like we said, Eric's going to be performing on the 13th that night.
It's funny with Kane. I was just talking to somebody the other day, and I'm not a huge horror movie watcher, believe it or not, even though it's not. But somebody told me they knew him more from the Hatchet movies than from Friday the 13th, which is pretty.
I could
cool
see
too.
that. I think it depends on what floats your boat, I guess. But
a big headliner. We're excited to have him here.
Yeah, it's going to be great. And then we have what's the following weekend we got going on? Then we're open up the 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st. Those 4 days, another weekend, long weekend.
Yep. Thursday to Sunday.
And the 20th is the Booin Brew, and this is probably can't see this if I hold it up. But anyways, the Booin Brew is a craft beer and wine event. It's a second annual, and they are going to be holding this at Awaken Haunted Attraction.
Plenty of tasty beverages on hand. Plenty of breweries going to be represented,
right.
And it's going to be here at our location.
Right. And there's live entertainment. You can have Autumn Tribex, which is it's a percussion band that dresses up, basically kind of does Halloween theme type stuff. Really cool stage show. We have the Scare Show, which is a creepy car show, hearses, things like that. And once again, we got Eric Ross, which is going to be awesome. That's a perfect venue. We're going to have a big top tent set up for this event, so that's going to be pretty cool.
It'll be a big deal. So,
and then Awaken's running, but who cares about that?
Right.
We already have some wineries on board, breweries, whatnot, going, and it's going to be a pretty cool event happening that night. So October 20th, it starts at 7 o'clock, goes till 11. So that's going to be something to check out.
And then following week, we sort of do a wrap up because of how Halloween falls. I want to say it's the 25th, but I could have that date wrong. But it's Thursday, 25th. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then Halloween's Wednesday. We are not open on Halloween, but we wrap it up on Tuesday, Devil's Night,
the 30th.
And a great season in store, will be over.
Yes. So, we've added some things.
I was going to say, make sure we talk about what we've done. Yeah. What have you done specifically as our head of design here?
Well, no, we've added a large outdoor maze. It's called The Forgotten. Basically, it's just a very rustic, down home, creepy, could fall over at any time. No, just an extension of the haunt. So you're still going to pay that low price, and then you're going to get to go through that, and you're going to have more scare time happening. So
Right,
it's gonna
and
be pretty cool.
As this is year 3, like we said, a lot of the stuff we wanted to get done as far as, we've had some 2 exciting years, but a lot of the stuff as far as adding time to the event, we've got done this year 3. And
Yeah.
I think it's really, I don't know, I think it's an extraordinary job you've done, and I think it's really coming into its own. So
Yeah, it's and I gotta say too, it's we got some great behind the scenes people here that work on all this stuff. I mean, none of this could happen without Wayne and Stuart and volunteers and things like that. But those guys, man, they put their head down and bust through night after night. So
we got to get Wayne on here one time.
I know we need to flip on that camera and point him over there, and Stewart's sitting over there, and but no, those guys are responsible for such a huge part of this show and things happening. So it's just gonna be cool. It's gonna be a good year.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
And we did have Stuart Smith come out and paint a little more 3D action. So our 3D maze from last year he did is longer, and it's pretty cool. So he came out
and you guys have enhanced everything. I mean, everything gets switched around. A lot of things get enhanced.
Yeah.
We're constantly improving, and you guys have done a great job.
Yeah, we have a lot of our original actors. We got new actors because we had more space. So that brings a whole new element to everything. And then the best part is back, the free hat for the first 50 people or the first hour. That's right. You get an Awaken hat.
That's a nice hat. I'm actually wearing one. So,
right here.
So yeah,
right there. It says right. Whoop! I gotta move my finger that way. There.
It's one of the things we do throughout the season. It's the first 50 people here, assuming they're here within the first hour, we give away 50 hats, and so they're really solid hats, quality hats. I think we got a couple different variations depending on what night. And
Oh, hey, you know what else we're doing? We're sponsoring the Zombie Walk.
In Jackson?
In Jackson, Michigan. Yes, that's October 13th, and so we're pulling double duty that night with everything happening here, sponsoring the Zombie Walk because it's National Zombie Day, and so that's going to be pretty cool. And we're doing a special deal too. So if you go to the Zombie Walk and participate, you're going to get a little coupon from us for a zombie hat, and you have to come back here, purchase a ticket, go through the haunt. When you come out, you're going to get a free zombie hat.
Well, and it's a cool hat. I've seen it. So
it's a cool hat, and it's free.
And it's going to be a crazy day. So the 13th is, I think the Zombie Walk is in the afternoon in Jackson.
Yeah, it's afternoon. There's an after party and all kinds of stuff.
And then you've got Kane Hodder here, and you've got Eric Ross here. And it should be a really long and crazy night. It'll be a lot of fun.
It is. It's going to be something else.
So last thing as far as promotion, I want to mention, unless there's something else I
do want to bring up our the sponsors for this year, which is another design company, Discount Party Supplies, All American Toilets, CNC Catering, and Knuckle Dragger Effects.
Really, All American Toilets? Not even.
Yeah, dude, everybody's got a. No, they do great, man. They have our Porta-John. Set up.
Yeah. They're for events. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Events,
that makes more sense.
Oh,
I'm not making fun of any sponsor. I just thought it was an interesting sponsor for Haunt, but it makes complete sense.
It does, doesn't it? And the other thing we got going is actually the Jackson Chamber is hosting their all chambers. I think it's like 15 Chamber of Commerce are hosting their event here Wednesday, September 19th.
Right.
I think it's a Wednesday.
So if you're in the chamber, we'll see you there.
Yeah, and you get a little taste of the haunt to go through, and there's going to be food and drinks and a lot of business passing, I guess, or something. So,
all right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go back. Last thing I want to say about promotions. Please follow us on Facebook. We will be running a 13-day contest. I don't think we have a name for it yet, but we will soon.
A 13-day contest.
What's that?
That's
the 13-day contest leading into Kane Hodder. And there'll be a lot of cool giveaways, including autographed Kane Hodder masks from the Jason masks and things like that. So
right. Yep.
So follow us on Facebook at Awaken Haunt, Facebook, whatever.
Yeah.
Pretty easy to find. And like us there, and you'll get contest details. You'll see it. So
yeah. So it's gonna be a good season.
And with that, are we ready to?
Yeah, I think we need to bring our guests on.
So. Just want to point out a few things. I don't even see this stuff, but this is like
I don't know. There's all kinds
traps,
of crazy stuff.
Nails.
It looks like Wayne was over here building
a bed of nails back here. Right.
Yeah, there's a bed of nails. There's yeah, I don't know. So, but yeah, we have here live in the flesh, and you'll believe that when you see him. We have Eric Ross,
magician. I was saying puncturist, but I don't know. That's it. Sideshow.
Yeah.
Performer. So we don't have a lot of breaks here, so let's just bring it on. You squeeze in behind us here. The headset on. And thank you so much for coming.
Yep. Grab your headphones. Make sure you can hear us all loud and clear. Everything. Maybe check your mic.
Check.
Yep.
So now perfect. I'm gonna just start asking you questions, but you two know each other a little more. But I don't know. I guess tell us about what you do, and then I'm curious how you got involved in it myself.
Yeah, he's been dying to ask that question.
I am a performance artist. That's what. There's just so many things I do between strongman stunts and sideshow stunts and magic tricks. I'm a performer, entertainer.
And I've only seen it on video, so I gotta make sure I stay with the mic. But
you're fine. Actually, I'm gonna move yours up a little bit.
I've only seen it on video. It looks awesome. I actually had a friend of mine who said, I showed it to him. I said, hey, this guy's gonna perform at our haunt, and he said, nah, that's not real. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's real. so
it's real.
To be honest, the guy's he's just a little bit skeptical of things, which is healthy. And I said, nah, we'll come out, we'll show it to you and whatever. So
Is he coming?
I got a group of friends. They're gonna. Hopefully they do. I don't know.
They'll be here.
Cool.
They should.
Yeah.
I think. Why wouldn't they? I think Booin Brew is going to be the one that appeals to them the most. To be honest.
Alcohol.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So, but actually, we met. What was that? It was
Last
it's
Astronomicon.
Astronomicon. That's what it was.
Yes.
Yeah, and we were down there. Me and my wife Jennifer helping Tony Moran at his booth and whatnot, and you were I don't know. You actually it was at the bar.
Yeah.
That later that night.
Met at the bar. Yeah.
Surprising.
Yeah, thanks. Don't say that about Tony.
Yeah.
And so we were there, and yeah, I think you did a trick, or Tony introduced us to you, and then you did a trick, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
But then it progressed.
Yeah. Well, anytime you do these things like conventions or you go somewhere, especially with a lot of people like that, you find a group that you just get along with, and you end up kicking it all weekend. And you guys and Tony,
Yeah.
my group.
Yep.
We made time for each other. But I remember I was doing magic. I think it was a Tyler Maine. I was doing magic for him at the
That's
bar.
right. Yep.
And the chick that he was with that introduced me to Tyler was like, have you met Tony? I'm like, Tony who? She's like, Tony Moran. I'm like, no. And she's like, he's right over there. For those of you who have not met Tony, he is a very intimidating looking fella.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
Neck
He's pretty
tattoos
intense, too.
and the bald head. And she's
Very
like,
true.
Yeah, she's like, you should go show him some magic. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I don't want to get my ass kicked.
Right.
tonight.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
He
And-
must have loved it, though.
Well, I went right up to him and said, hey, Tony, can I show you some magic? And he's like, let's see what you got.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Yeah. So I did one thing for Tony, and he's like, get over here. And he gave me a hug.
Yeah.
I believe he kissed my cheek.
Yeah.
Or my forehead.
That's Tony.
And we were best friends.
Yeah.
And then he introduced me to you and Jennifer. And
So
Yeah.
does anybody
That
know?
was-
I mean, I know we all know, but if anybody doesn't know who Tony Moran is, it's he was Michael Myers in Halloween.
Yeah.
Appeared here at Awaken last year. It was an awesome time.
Yeah. He was on the podcast. I'm
Of
not
course.
sure the episode, but you can. It's like eight or 9, something like that. Episode 8 or 9. So watch that. You'll totally understand what we're all
Tony
talking
is like
about.
one of the coolest people I've ever met.
Yeah. It's very down to earth.
Yes, he is.
So that's a good lead. I got to ask you because you appeared on the Ellen Show.
Yes,
right?
I've been
And
on
how
Ellen.
was that? I mean, I wouldn't know how that would even work. Did they see you somewhere and invite you on?
Yeah, so they had seen one of my YouTube videos.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because I used to put up a bunch of YouTube videos, and she's seen one and wanted me on the show. So they got in touch with me and invited me out, and I went out and performed, and I was performing quite a bit, but after the Ellen appearance, it was just,
Exploded.
it was exploded, yeah. I
Wow.
owe her so much.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, she really helped me get the exposure at that time.
Have you ever? So did was it like a 5-minute segment or was it? What did you do on that?
Yeah, so I went out, I did... It's funny because I was only on for one segment.
Okay.
That was what the schedule was. I was going to do one segment with her. And so I ended up going out. I did my segment, and then they were like, hey, she wants you to come back for a second
Oh,
segment.
that's cool. That's cool.
I'm like, okay, when? They're like, 5 minutes. I'm like, okay, cool.
Wow. Were you prepared? I mean, to do more?
I mean, my buddy, his name's Cyril. He's a Japanese magician. He's really big over in Japan as far as TV stuff goes. And he called me, and we talked a couple days prior to my appearance, and he helped me go over everything I was going to do. And, yeah, we nailed it. And I had the backup just in case. I got that encore, which I did. And
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
So
That's
that was
cool.
really fun. And then a lot came from that. I came home, and offers and gigs were everywhere. And
Really?
This was back in 2011. So this
Wow.
was 7 years ago.
Right.
No kidding. Did you get to shop at her store? Doesn't she have like an Ellen store?
She brought me.
I honestly don't watch Ellen very much.
Oh.
She brought
She's
me
so
a bunch
funny.
of products. Actually, she gave me underwear.
Pretty amusing.
She got what?
She gave you underwear?
Underwear.
Nice.
Boxers, yeah. She's
Is that
"Will
like
you
a
wear these?"
standard?
I'm like, yes. Say Ellen.
Was it like a
awesome.
standard, like one of the gifts they give out, or just?
I don't know. I think she just wanted me to send her a photo in them. I don't know.
That's awesome.
I don't know. No, I think she does give them to everybody in coffee mug. But what was cool is I had my cards, and I was getting ready to do some card magic for her, and the producer came in, and he said, "Hey, can you do anything with these?" And what he had was 2 different colored decks of Ellen playing cards. One was white, one was black. And he said, "This is our newest product. I just ran on the truck and grabbed these off the back of the truck. You're the first person to see these. Will you do something with these?"
Yeah.
So I said, "Yeah, sure." So I ended up getting rid of my cards, and all the card stuff I had planned I did with her cards.
Wow.
Does
Yeah, so-
does that make a difference, like the different texture of cards?
No,
or
oh,
anything,
yeah,
or-
yeah, it certainly does. But with hers, it was really good quality cards she had made. So
Oh, that's
it
cool.
was nice, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I don't even think about that, like the quality of the card.
Right. Like I can
Like
see
if-
if they're like thin, crappy material, it might
Yeah.
be like.
Or don't grip well or something,
Right.
or
Yeah.
bend funny.
So right now you're on tour as well, or you're going on tour with a group. Do you
Yeah,
get-
yeah. So
And where do you guys go, and what do you,
Hellzapoppin.
and who's there?
Yeah,
So,
so-
oh, that's
That's yeah.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
he's got
Yeah.
a shirt on right
Yep,
now.
right
So
here.
I
Yep,
toured,
went and-
I toured with a circus sideshow called Hellzapoppin, and it's the largest touring sideshow in the
Well,
world right
It's
Brian,
amazing.
You were showing me. So Brian went to that appearance like a little while ago, and you were showing me like the chainsaw guy and all this
Yeah.
stuff. It looked awesome.
Yeah.
And
now. Yeah, that was Ryan Stock. Yeah, him and Amberlyn.
what's he put his tongue on a chainsaw?
He actually bites a chainsaw, and the blade's going around in his mouth, and he swings it. Then he brings it up and balances it straight up.
Oh, it was insane.
Yeah,
It's like going. I mean,
hardcore.
it's like a concert. It blew my
Yeah.
mind. I didn't know what to expect, and the crowd was going crazy.
lot
It was
of-
crazy.
loud music, a lot of rock and roll,
Yeah.
and
And
costumes.
it's go go
really
go.
cool,
There's
yeah.
no downtime.
Yeah.
I mean, it is just, yeah.
Yes.
It's impressive. It's impressive. I think you guys should be out here at Awaken.
We got to
one
figure
year.
something out, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now, I want to back up a little bit though, because I'd love to find out how you got into this. I mean, is this something you've done your entire life? I mean, well, not probably like sticking yourself with
Well, actually,
needles and stuff like that,
No,
but I
it's
meant
funny
like
you bring that
the
up.
magic part.
So yeah, I do a lot of different things. I'm known as a magician. I'm known as a card magician. But I'm also known as a sideshow artist. And when I'm on tour with Hellzapoppin, I don't do any magic. It's all sideshow I'm doing.
Okay.
So it's really 2 different fields. But it started with magic.
Mm-hmm.
I was 15 years old, I think, 15 or 16. I seen a David Blaine DVD. It was called Fearless. And what it was his first 3 TV specials was on a DVD. And I rented it, and I went home and I watched it. I said, I want to learn this stuff. This is amazing.
Wow.
So then I started going to the local library and, conventions and stuff, started learning magic. Well, then, I don't know, somewhere over the years, I started creating my own stuff, getting my own stuff out there, doing my own stuff, and performing. And then I met a guy named Dan Haas, who said, he was one of the guys that consulted for David Blaine for one of his specials. I think it was the Drowned Alive special, I think. But in that special, David takes a needle and thread and pulls it through his hand. And Dan and I were in a hotel room. Pretty sure we were intoxicated.
Okay.
And
That's how it starts.
Oh yeah, and then he said, "Hey, did you ever have any interest in sticking a needle in your hand? I can teach you. I was on set with David when he did it, and I do it now, and I can show you." So the first thing I did was the hand.
Yeah.
So Dan taught me how to stick this needle through my hand, and I just started
That's
doing
where
it.
he, like right there, that he did that at the bar. And
Yeah,
it
go
freaked
right,
me out.
right through the center of the hand, right through the center. Go in here. I don't know. See this? Go in here. Comes out here. And those were little acupuncture needles.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So and then I started.
They look big to me.
It's
like, I don't know.
Let's get one out. Let's see. So it started with the hand, believe it or not, which is one of the most dangerous piercings. But Dan taught me that.
Wow.
And it was actually smaller than this. This is a corsage pin, but
Okay.
the acupuncture needle is a lot smaller.
A lot
than this.
smaller,
Yeah, it's
right,
about half the
right.
size of this. But yeah, so after that, I spent like 3 or 4 years sticking needles in my hand. I remember needles came 100 in a box, and I went through like 3 or 4 boxes.
No
in a
way.
period, yeah. And
Just your hand.
just my hand.
So-
Same hand?
Wait, when was
yeah,
it
I tried to go
successful?
through the same hand.
The first one was successful, or did it take like 50?
No. So the first one was actually pretty gross. It scared me because I think it was the alcohol. But we ended up, so it went in here where it was supposed to, and I'm feeding this needle in, and by the time I got over the halfway point, it should have been out already, but it wasn't. So it goes further and further, like 3/4 of the way down, and I turned he's like, where is it? It should have been out by now. I'm like, dude, I don't know.
It turned?
So I turned my hand. He's like, turn your hand over. So I turned my hand over. He's like, push it. And I remember pushing it, and down here the needle was poking out. Yeah, so it had gone at an angle.
And like bent or something?
Like I had gone in crooked, so it was going at an angle instead of straight through. And I remember pulling it out, and he's like, "You want to try it again?" I'm like, "No, no way." So he ended up giving me a few needles to take home. And about a week later, I tried it again. I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna stay straight this time."
Yeah.
And push it through.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, I did that for a while, and then I started looking into other things. I wanted to change up. I loved magic, but there was something about sideshow and freak show stuff and fakirs that I was always in love with it. I just never knew where to start because, like I said, it's 2 different things, right?
Mhm.
Magic and sideshow. With magic, you got DVDs, you got books, you got all the stuff that'll teach you things if you want to learn it. With sideshow, there's nothing. With sideshow, you have to learn from people that have been performing for years, and they're not going to teach a newbie. You know?
Right.
Right.
So when I started looking more into the sideshow stuff, I had to teach myself things. And I had to teach myself, okay, I mean, if this guy did it, I read about this from,
Mhm. Yeah.
years ago, he did it. And so I would do it or find a way to do it, And looking back, there was different factors that could, like, that guy could have just said he did it and never actually did it.
Right.
Or he could have faked it.
Right.
in a way I didn't
Some
know.
screw with a needle.
Right.
Who knows what? Right. Yeah.
Right. So I didn't know that. I just tried it and I kept trying things. Hellzapoppin, I met them in 2013. NASCAR hired us both for an event. So I met Bryce Graves, who runs Hellzapoppin, and his crew at a NASCAR event in Texas in 2013, I believe. Yeah, it's 2013. And they invited me to come hang out, so I hung out with them, and I showed them the little needle in hand, and I showed him some card stuff, and he's like, man, this stuff's awesome. I want to get you on the show. And flash forward, it's been years, right? It was like 4 years later. I hit him up out of the blue and said, hey, man, you told me you'd like me on the show. Do you see me fitting anywhere? He's like, I don't know, man, because what we do is freak show, sideshow. What you do is magic. I don't know if we can make it work. I do like that needle thing you were doing with your hand, though. I'm like, cool. I said, well, if anything opens up, let me know. Well, I get a call from Bryce a few weeks later. He said, hey, man, one of our artists just quit. I need to fill the spot ASAP. Do you want it?
Okay. That's cool.
And
Oh, wow.
he's like, before you get the job, you're going to have to come show me what you can do, right? I'm like, cool. So he flies me out to Florida, and I met with him for the first time again in 4 years, and I showed him the needle thing again. And he, I remember he said to me, those needles are too small. No one's going to be able to see it. Because we play big.
That's not what you wanted to
thousands
hear.
of people, like
Jeez,
hundreds
oh,
of
Pete.
thousands of people, and he's like, that's small. He's like, can you use a bigger needle? I'm like, yeah, no problem.
Oh my God.
No problem. So I remember ordering. I met some other during this time. I was with Hellzapoppin, learning things and showing them some things I'd learned on my own. Some of the classic stuff like blockhead and stuff like that. Where you take the nail and the hammer. I'll show you that in a moment. You look like you want to see it.
I do want.
He does.
I want to see everything.
Yeah.
I don't want to
All
participate.
right. Well, so yeah, that's a long story short. I ended up. I ended up getting some larger needles ordered from a guy who made sideshow props. And they came in, and I remember seeing people over the years. And this is before David Blaine was doing it. This is before I seen like Zamora the Torture King doing this, and Red Stewart doing these things years ago. And I said I seen him go through the cheek. I seen him go through the neck. I've seen him go through the arm. I've seen him go through all these places. So I just started poking myself with needles, and here I am today. Yeah,
No kidding.
It's the closing act I do. It's one of the last acts in the big show. Is my skewer act, where I take giant skewers and pierce multiple parts of my body. But you got to see it.
I did.
Yeah.
And we're gonna see that at Awaken.
Yeah, I'll bring some needles and stuff at Awaken for sure.
Yeah, that'll be.
Yeah.
It's intense. I mean, you can tell. It's crazy how, for me, I don't understand how you get up there. You have all these people cheering and going crazy, and you're just as calm. Dude, you're like this. You're just calm.
So that actually came from Red. So I said I looked up to Zamora the Torture King and Red Steward. Red is semi-retired. He doesn't nearly perform as much as he used to. I reached out to him while on my last tour, and I said, Red, I didn't know him. I introduced myself. I said, hey, Red, my name's Eric. I'm touring with Hellzapoppin. I do some needle stuff. I really love the stuff you were doing. Will you show me some more stuff? He's like, I don't know. I don't like to teach people, and I'm like, I understand. He's like, let me ask you a question. How far are you willing to take it? I'm like, as far as I need to, Red. He's like, that's what I wanted to hear. Meet me here at this time at this place.
Really?
So I was like, okay, cool.
Dang.
And tour was ending. And the day I got home, I told my wife, I said, hey, I know I've been gone for weeks, but I got to go meet with Red.
Right. Once in a lifetime, right?
So, yeah, one of the biggest things Red taught me, we sat, we drank beer, and he started to show me all these. Oh, man, he made it look so good. He was just doing these things I had never seen, and he was just doing it like nothing.
Now, how old is he?
But
Is he?
Red's. He's in his 60s.
Okay,
late
so he's
60s,
been doing it
early 60s. Yes,
a long
he's
time.
one of the OGs of Sideshow. Yes.
You should Google him.
He held a
I don't know
bunch
how to
of
use
Guinness
this
World
machine.
Records. I think he still may. I'm not sure, but he was the first one to swallow a car axle for the tire.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he swallows a car axle and swords and all kinds of stuff. He's also a fabricator. He makes a lot of stuff, but
Dang.
he was showing me all these spots that I wasn't doing, and he was teaching me, walking me through it. But what I noticed is he wasn't bleeding at all.
Right.
I had got to the point where, because when I first started, blood was everywhere, and then I got to the point where there's a little bit, but Red wasn't bleeding at all. And I said, Red, how are you not bleeding?
Yeah.
And he said, this is what I do. So it's exactly what you were just talking about. Red taught me how to meditate.
Okay.
How to, I don't really do it at home or a state like that, but I do take a step back, take a few breaths, focus on my breathing. And I close my eyes, I try to relax about 15 minutes before I perform. And that was the most important thing Red taught me.
Sure, you don't want to be bleeding every time you do this.
Exactly.
It has to make it better for you, right?
The beauty about skewers is if I pull it out and blood squirting, they love it.
Well, I'm sure.
It's
Now,
like
if I pull it
Blar.
out and there's no blood, they still love it.
Yeah.
How is he not bleeding?
Right.
So it's a win-win, but
I think
I prefer not to bleed.
Right.
Yeah.
I think for the show, no, the bleeding might be better.
Yeah. I was sick of doing laundry.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
I would.
I bet. Yeah.
So,
So, yeah, no,
did
that's
it
one of the most
decrease the
important
pain
things.
level if there is
Yes.
pain? Okay.
Yeah, so it wasn't just the bleeding. Red taught me how to control the pain more, which it's funny because, like I said, so many people want to learn how to point so they can stick needles without hurting themselves, but Red taught me how to do it without pain or bleeding. Like, that was the most important thing he taught me. That's what I was missing.
Right.
So I spent some time with Red and
Yeah.
went
That's
back
important.
to the drawing board, and here I am today. I'm about to go on another little tour with Hellzapoppin. We're playing, what's the 12th? I'm leaving the 14th, 14th, 15th, and 16th. We're doing Riot Fest in Chicago.
Is there a
Nice.
website for Hellzapoppin?
Yeah, hellzapoppin.com.
HELLZAPPIN.com.
HELLZ.
I'm looking at your shirt.
Yeah.
Right
I'll say
there.
it's right here.
HELZAPPIN.com.
Yeah.
So
That's
check
the
them
one.
out.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's quite the show, and
Let's see
now
some
are
stuff.
you doing I know how do they figure like who's touring when, and because they have like a bunch of different people that perform different places,
Bryce likes to change it up.
Okay.
So he'll run a tour.
kind of like
and
Megadeth and their band. Never mind, you probably get that. So-
I know Megadeth is.
Okay, well I know he changes it up all the time.
Yeah,
Band members.
Bryce, he likes to change it up. He doesn't want the same show, especially when you're hitting the same cities.
Mm-hmm.
So, he'll give me a year off or months off and the other artists, and then he'll call us back
Okay.
when the next tour ends. So he switches us in and out.
Is it kind of nice to have that recoup time, especially with what you do?
Yes. Because, well, yeah.
I would
yeah,
think you'd
definitely.
want a little time off.
Well, when I'm not with them, I'm doing my own shows.
That's
too.
true.
So,
That's true.
But I try to focus. Like when I try to put my sideshow with Hellzapoppin. I do some sideshow stuff when I'm not with them. But yes, I do like to take a break, a little hiatus, and go back to the magic.
Yeah.
And
Which
do some
you're,
gigs magic.
I think, phenomenal at.
Thank you.
That's what. I mean, before you started, I didn't even know you were gonna start sticking stuff in your face and arms and stuff when we met. And he just was doing tricks, and it was. I mean, it blew my mind.
Well,
I
want to see some stuff.
Yeah.
All right, let's do some stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to turn that camera on, and no, the camera's sitting right there, and you can just hold it. That way we can get
Oh
it,
yeah.
so we
You
can really
think
see
I'm
it.
gonna operate this?
Yeah, it's really
Probably
easy.
would know.
There's one button.
All right. Yeah. So.
One button. This is new for us. It
Gotta
just
reach
doesn't.
here.
It doesn't reach super far.
All right. So
Yep.
open this sucker up.
Yep. And then there's a little button that says power right on the side, right on the top on the side. Silver one right over there.
This one?
Nope. Next one over. Yep.
Okay,
right there.
got it.
Hold that, and then I think it should.
And then how do I
open
record?
up. It's just showing the video feed. You don't need
Oh,
to do
good,
not.
good.
You're doing it.
Good. All right. Let me see if I get this.
Okay.
All right. So what do we have here?
Oh
We
man.
got a hammer. We have a 5-inch nail.
All right.
It's 5 inches.
It is.
Dang.
Most guys would tell you that's 12. They're
Right.
lying. Lying, Jennifer.
I gotta sit this close.
I'm leaning back to get a shot.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, you should be on this side. Don't go too far leaning there, Rob.
That's in his nose.
That's it. That's
Wait, let me
yeah,
get-
I see it. Just pull straight. Oh yeah, here you can touch that. Dang. Okay, so so what made you try that? That's all I want to know.
I have no idea, honestly.
Just like
Where did that one come from?
I mean, I'm
It's a
thinking how
classic of
far back
Sideshow.
That's
Yeah, it goes in there. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
let's
that-
see. I don't know if you guys can.
I mean, that's
So
that's
it's
a
there. Yeah, it's,
past the headphone. I mean,
it's definitely if you look, it's as close to center of the head as you're gonna get.
okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you always want to check the size when you're buying the nails, I bet.
Yeah. I mean.
Because that would suck to accidentally pick up the
Yeah.
7-inch spike.
Yeah.
All right. What are we seeing here? This is a balloon, or it looks like.
This is. And we're gonna try something else with my nose.
Oh man.
Do me a favor when you do it.
Wait,
Look this
did
way
you
a
just
little
say
bit.
nose?
Yep. This is called mental floss.
Oh,
Another classic.
it's a classic, folks.
And what that is?
Sperm is how it Peanut Gallery Wayne back there. Oh, come on. The sound effects are awesome.
You don't like that? It bothers a lot of people. It doesn't bother me.
That doesn't bother you? Oh crap! I knew that's where. I knew that.
Look this way. Look this way.
There's only so many holes it was gonna go in, and I figured that must have been that. Oh, come on! No! Holy. Oh, souvenir. Oh, yeah. Well, that's great. Here, Rob.
No, thanks.
I'm going to set this back here. I assume you don't use it again. Oh, my God.
All right. So that's a,
yeah,
that's
it's right there. I got it.
That's a
I got it.
taste
Thank you. I
of,
appreciate it.
You want to do
We
like
actually
one
have-
more
well,
sideshow, and then
actually,
I want
you
to see a trick or two.
Yeah, let's do Let me try this. You know what these are?
Chopsticks.
So you got some chopsticks. Yep.
I just started to eat sushi like 6 months ago. Just thought I'd bring that up.
Nice.
What am I doing?
Alright, so this is a chopstick.
Oh,
this
come
is
on.
solid bamboo, and it's got a point. This is the pit of my throat.
Wow.
This is the softest. People get a trach. They're really sensitive.
Yeah.
There's nothing there. There's no bone.
Yeah, there's. Oh, come on.
I thought maybe.
Oh, no. I
thought maybe you were gonna like.
we're just going to use this for
puncture
before and
your neck
after
with it or
photos. That's how
something.
this.
I'm actually
Rob will
relieved.
do it. Wayne will. Wayne, come here.
No.
Let's get Wayne up here. Stuart, you going to try this? No. 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 That is something else.
Like I said, as the season goes on, there's a chance I try some.
Yeah. I would like to, while we got the camera here, though, I would love to see one.
Auto power.
One-
off.
One card trick possibly, or
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah,
And,
these are bicycle Styx playing cards.
yours.
Designed by Eric Ross for bicycle playing cards.
Cool.
Pick them up. All right, let's,
Where can you pick them up? Everywhere?
everywhere. I
Bicycle
believe.
store.
They said,
Bicycle store?
The bicycle store.
Amazon.
Here, let's
Let's
Maybe
what-
do it there.
I'll
He
stand up.
can't go real far with that thing. So
do this.
That's all right. Can you do it here?
Yeah,
yeah,
that's fine.
yeah, we'll do it. I'll move your chair out of the way. I don't want to knock over
Somebody
my
wanna
balloon
help us?
souvenir.
You want to help us with this? Can she come up and help?
Sure, she can come up.
It's so
Come up
funny
with this.
because
It's gonna get her in here too.
All right, here. I'm gonna scoot.
Can you get around?
Over.
Sorry.
I'm gonna move this. No, you're good.
All right, stand
Thanks,
right there.
Jen.
It's perfect. All right, it's Jen. Jen's gonna help us. All right. We have a deck of cards. Cards in here. 2 come in the jokers. This one, 4. What I want you to do is take out any one and show that camera, but don't show me. And I won't look at them on here.
Okay. You're good. You're good.
Set it. So you're gonna go right on top. It's a 2-part trick, all right? 2 parts. So part 1, hold out your hand for me. Part 1 is it jumps to the top through all the rest. And then take it again. Put your other hand on top of the 7. Your other hand on top. Perfect. We'll remember this one as well. That's the king of spades. Watch. Take that king. I'm gonna do this slow. Yeah, watch this. See how I get that 7? Go ahead, look. Show the camera.
So cool.
Wow.
That's very nice.
That's so awesome.
That's pretty cool. So
All right, I'm gonna shut this down then.
all right, you shut that down. That's So that is how'd you go about getting your own deck of cards? Because that's your second series, right? Or is that...
Yeah. So this is my second deck with bicycle.
Okay.
It's the same design, just different colors from what we had
Right.
before.
Yeah, the other ones with the dark, like copper and black or something like that, or
Yeah,
kind of a
yeah.
gold, or they're
Yeah.
pretty cool.
They're a bronze and a coffee brown.
Ah.
They are.
Close.
So instead of the coffee brown, I went with white, but I still kept the bronze. And
I like it.
Let's see.
It's gonna be that camera right there. Yep.
Let's see. They see the back designs out of focus.
Yeah. Yeah, it might not focus without it being, but
yeah. So yeah, I guess being around doing card stuff as long as I have. And
just
the
decided.
opportunity.
Yeah, had your opportunity. I have a souvenir from the after show of the Hellzapoppin event.
Yes.
I don't know if this is signed by a good majority of them.
Yeah.
At the event, but this here was sitting on. Well, Chris, who can't be here tonight, he had this sitting on his lap, and
Yeah.
you asked him very nicely to hold it right there.
Yeah.
As he came down with
He was very nervous.
this.
Very
What
nervous.
size nail is this? It was a.
Oh, I have
It's a big nail.
It's a nail.
It's a big nail, and he.
Yeah.
Here,
so,
you can-
let's see. So yeah, we put this on his lap, and he held it on his lap. And then I put a balloon. I blow up a balloon. And put it
That's right.
between
There
his
was a balloon.
legs.
Yeah.
And this goes on his lap.
Because that's gonna save you.
I actually take this
Yeah.
with my hand. I took the nail with my hand, and I
Yeah.
Pound it through.
Yeah.
Cool.
pounded it through with one strike,
Yeah. It's
popping the balloon and being
Yeah,
embedded
it's
to this board.
So
pretty
That's
crazy.
a strongman stunt. Same with the chopstick.
Yeah.
I do a lot of strongman stuff too.
with Hellzapoppin, you've got
Yes.
all these multiple acts. How long is your act, and how long is everybody's?
It depends on the show.
Yeah.
Like Riot Fest, I think I got 2 sets. Same with the Philippines, I think I got 2 sets coming up. So
Is it like you do
number
one
one,
and then come
they-
back out?
yeah. So we all alternate. And take
Okay,
turns
cool.
For sure,
That
yeah.
makes that'd be such an awesome
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, they let me, like, I can always change one of them up. They always want me to keep my skewers. They won't let me replace
Yeah,
it. No,
right.
so-
No, that's a huge. Well, and everybody
I get
can.
one to switch up every now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever lit them on fire and then stuck them through?
The skewers?
I'm just throwing out
Oh,
more
they're-
more
reminds me. Let's try
oh no.
Let's try this then. You said fire.
Oh boy.
All right.
Should I put this on the camera, or is it?
I think they can see.
I think
Okay.
if you get this one right here, this guy,
Yeah,
look
so-
at this
Yeah,
camera right there.
Yeah, see if they can get us.
Just don't burn down our set.
Or us?
This is a
Oh jeez. You get the. How hot is?
3,600 degrees. 3,600 degrees.
Yeah. I no.
I feel that's sort of.
Huh?
I don't know. I didn't want to touch it.
No, you
I just want to feel the heat off it.
You want to feel the heat on?
I don't want to
Little
touch
bit.
it,
I
but
don't
can you
wanna
put
burn
that out on
myself.
your
So
tongue?
I'm looking to you for guidance here. So
3,600 degrees.
yeah, you can feel that heat, boy.
I was impressed. When you said-
3,596. That's what it is. So I round up 4
So-
degrees to yeah.
Okay,
Three
so
numbers. Yeah.
how do you decide I'm gonna try this and see if is this stuff that is there a lot of that out there doing that type of
No,
work
not
or
at
not?
all.
Re-
My buddy Ryan Stock actually was the first one to put a propane torch out on his tongue, and I asked Ryan if I could start doing it.
Do you see most of the stuff and then try to replicate it, or do you come up with a lot of it on your own, or is it like?
A lot of the stuff, because I wanted to do stuff that not a lot of other people were doing, so
Yeah.
I started looking more into the Indian fakir stuff, which is the torture acts. That's the stuff nobody wants to do. The
Okay.
needles, the glass eating, the nail eating, stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
That's the stuff nobody wants to do. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to do that. I want to be different. I want to stand out. And that's what I started studying and doing was a lot of the paint stuff. Like I said, I do strongman stunts too. Not a lot of people are doing those.
I think the one that freaked me out the most with those needles at night at the bar, from what I can remember, when you had that go, he had the thing go straight into his arm. It wasn't like going piercing coming out. Oh, get the camera for this if you're doing it. But that one freaked me out because it disappeared. I mean, there was no. I mean, the hand one did too because you could see it, but.
This is called the human pincushion.
Oh boy.
So we'll take a. See if you see. Where's that? Right here. See if you see that. And take a pin and get closer too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Nice.
And now I am a human pincushion.
Yes.
Go ahead. With your other hand, pull it up.
All right, let's take a look. Yeah, I don't like doing this, by the way. No blood. No blood. Nice.
Thank you.
We were bleeding all over the bar that night. No, I'm just kidding. No, actually, Jennifer did it and Tony did it, and there was no blood. That really surprised me. But you calmed them down. That was pretty cool too, because he actually talked to them, and
they were both very excited.
they were very excited.
Yes.
That is true.
And I said, "Look, I will show you, but we're gonna do this safely.
Yeah.
Calm down."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so I'm because I know you have so much more you can do, and I'm looking forward to the nights that you perform. I'm hoping a couple of the nights we'll do some more close stuff up in here, and then the 20th, I know when you're here, we'll have the big tent out there with the stage and stuff. So it'd be kind of cool to have you up there, and then mingling or whatever type of thing. So, cool, man. This is I'm really glad you were able to come on here. Is there anything else you want to eat or stick in your arm, or are you good to go and have some beers?
Yeah, let's try this.
Where are the beers?
We'll try one more here. This is.
Oh boy.
I found these small nails.
Oh.
Here, look.
Yeah.
First, let me rinse.
Oh man.
I so don't like this.
Get some more here.
Oh, come on.
And yet a part of me likes it. Oh wow.
Oh, geez. I guess if you're gonna do it, you need more water.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, there's
That's
nothing.
enough.
There's nothing there.
Yeah, that's enough iron today.
Look at these.
Are you serious?
Dude. All right.
What about like the?
Let's
I
have
eat glass too.
Let's have
You
a
eat
beer.
glass. Yeah. So, all right. So this is a lot simpler.
Okay, good.
We have a segment called "Scary Good Beer," and what we
It's just an excuse to finish off the segment with a beer.
yeah,
so.
and what we do is we rate this in bloody skulls, 1 to 10, and we do have half skulls, so you can, and we rate it on the taste, on the art.
Just the
I mean,
overall.
you can try the can. Maybe you'd like, I don't, so you might have more points for it than us. But
Is this good after nails beer or no? Good, beer is good after nails or doesn't matter? I don't know. Your stomach already full,
probably
doesn't matter, doesn't
probably
it?
anything is good.
Well, I'm
So,
not, that's
who-
the thing. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know. I don't know the long-term effects of any of this stuff.
All right. So who do we have?
Probably better not to know, right?
We'll find out.
We need to find now who is.
What do we have here?
Well, that's what we're looking at right here.
Oh yeah. Let's see what this is for a try.
Cranium Crush.
This
Really
is
doesn't
a
have a smell to it.
raspberry waffle cone cream ale. Who picked this out?
All it smells iron.
The only girl in the room picked this beer out.
Smell it. It doesn't have a smell really. Is it just me?
It
No,
did-
there's no.
It did
It,
coming out,
it
and
smells
then
like water.
Yeah.
and I didn't.
No, it's
All right.
It don't smell like water.
I smelled the.
no, it's 7%.
I smelled the fruit as I poured it.
Right here, look,
Wow,
right there.
That's pretty strong, right?
So
So okay, so this
It's,
is
it's
this is
brewed in pure Michigan.
Petoskey Brewing, raspberry waffle cone cream ale. This is a brew I would
And
never
I
purchase
love the
solo
art.
by myself.
I do too. They
is
are.
that a skull in an ice cream cone?
Yeah.
It is- oh, that is cool.
That's
is
yeah.
cool.
Can they see? Yeah, look at that thing.
Where's the little camera? Should we?
Yeah,
Oh,
little
yeah,
camera.
That little camera.
That's pretty. That's
get
pretty
the
cool.
little
That's probably the coolest.
That's I like that.
If I can get
Is
this-
it? Is there more than one?
No, this is it.
Like like a rating. I mean,
You can do whatever you want.
because I think the art itself. Is
Yeah. So
There's no
yeah. So
rules.
you got well you got to
Yeah, no,
you got to
it's,
put that all up into one rating there. So
Let me get rid of this then.
but
Yeah.
artesian spring water. That's why there's no smell.
So I have to rate this.
Just guessing.
Spring water from Flint, Michigan.
All right.
It does say that.
Well, all right. So cheers. Thanks for coming.
Once again, we're sending out gift
Cheers.
baskets to Flint.
Cheers, Brian.
Cheers. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Hey. All right, let's see what we got
All right.
here. Oh my goodness. Raspberry waffle cone.
Okay.
I'm letting you guys do that one first.
I'll start. I almost never like a fruity beer. This is a really mild
and you
fruit.
still don't.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. So, like, I'm going to try to grade this on a scale where I don't generally like fruity beers. So, on that scale, I actually give this like an 8.
Do you really?
Yeah, and
Wow.
Like it
That's
was
pretty up there, though.
But if it was like if you hand this to me and I had choice of beers
Yeah.
that are not fruity, I'd be like, well, it's like a 5.5, 6. But if you like fruity beers, I think it's pretty
It
mild.
does-
It's kind of
You do get that waffle cone at the end.
It's delicious. It really is.
so. What do you
Really?
give it?
Yeah. No, this is.
Wow. Good art
Give
and
it an
good
8.
taste.
An 8 or an 8.5.
Ooh.
And that's just like on the regular scale. It's not I give it on my fruity scale.
Oh, that was on your fruity scale.
Yeah, no, it's like one of the best fruity beers I've ever had.
It doesn't taste that fruity.
No,
though. You
no,
taste-
and it's just about it, just as
You can
much
taste
as
the
I like.
hops. Like.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, that is true. That is true. I
don't
would
like it,
probably
it's
be. I'd probably be like well, I like the art though.
Yeah.
Maybe an 8.5 for the art.
I
to be
like
honest.
the only thing. I like the art. I'm not digging this part with that look. Maybe if it was a darker can, it might. I don't know. It's pretty cool though.
The skull in the ice
This
cream
is the
cone.
creative designer.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty
I would probably
I didn't even
7.
notice it had words on it. So
Has words. in the name, I mean, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I don't know. I'd probably a 7, and a lot of that's just on the taste for me. I mean, I like the ending, but
All right.
I don't know.
I'm gonna finish though. I like this.
Oh yeah. Well, so what does that bring us to Bloody Skulls? That's
I don't know.
well, an 8.
8.
Because you had 8.5. I had 7.5.
Pretty
You
good
had
score.
All right. So that's 8 Bloody Skulls. Awesome. Cool. Well, any other dates you want to plug before we get out of here?
Can I plug my social?
You can plug whatever
Yeah,
you want.
of course.
That's
Sorry.
everything. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. It's all at Eric Ross Magic.
Awesome.
Eric Ross Magic.
Yes.
All right. Cool.
And
And
do check it out.
We actually have the
Yeah,
site
there's-
right there on there. You can see see it there. You just
There's
click that.
on my Facebook. There's actually I put most of the tour dates and the live show dates on my Facebook.
No, very cool, man. I appreciate you coming out and
Oh, thanks for having me.
and yeah, he will be here. I know. Everybody in this building should be clapping for him.
Yeah. So wait. Oh, yeah. I will. Oh yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
we got a bed of nails back here.
Thanks, Mom.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'll be doing bigger stunts at the Awaken,
Yeah.
yeah. We'll be doing bed of nails and fire eating and fire breathing
Man.
and a bunch of other. I'll probably bring out the big skewers and
Oh,
that'll be a
yeah.
good
The
time.
big skewers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate it. Hey, thank you very much.
Thanks.
And
Thanks. Appreciate it. Looking forward to an awesome season.
yeah, it's gonna be a great season, especially with this guy on board for the few nights that we have him. So we're lucky to have him for sure. So I guess that is it, man. We are out of here, and we'll see you guys next week.
Awesome.
Cool. Thanks again, sir.